Yeah, the Aztecs, they got ambushed in the islands, and they're going to kick off our college football segment.
Yeah, let's talk about Saturday shootouts are going to be everywhere. Will there be a sellout? It's the most important game of the season, most important game, I think, that Sean Lewis has coached in his year and a half here at San Diego State. First place at stake, chance to host the Mountain West Conference Championship game. The Aztecs, with their knock-'em-down big boy defense against a Boise State team that has always played punched above its weight in terms of its non-conference schedule, but now has to do it without their quarterback, Maddox Madsen. This is going to be an interesting game because at the end of the day, Boise, I think, has to run the football. San Diego State needs to stop the run and put it in the hands of a redshirt freshman quarterback and then just pick him apart. It's going to be an interesting game. Will the thing be sold out? They're trying really hard to get a sellout, but now we're talking about big-time bad weather coming on the weekend. It'll be interesting to see, but it's right there in front of San Diego State as they play Boise State. Has anybody ever scored 100 points in a modern-day football game? Damn, that's a terrible thing to say. Horseshoe, Spotlight, Ohio State versus UCLA. Bruins have kind of come back to earth after that little mini 3-game winning streak. The last 2 games have gotten mugged, and now they got Jalen Salen and all things Buckeye football. This is going to be bad. This could be as bad as something else that's happened to UCLA during the course of the season, and a lot has happened to UCLA. Interesting game. SEC Alabama versus Oklahoma. Tyler Simpson, dark horse Heisman quarterback for the Tide, goes against Johnny Mateer, whose season's been interrupted because of injury. Oklahoma's just not playing the kind of football we thought they were going to play. Georgia, Texas. Early in the season, I said this thing probably would have been Gunnar Stockton versus Arch Manning, but both have struggled. This thing is more Kirby Smart's defense versus all things Steve Sarkisian has in his offensive playbook. That's going to be fun. So those are marquee games on the schedule. The other storyline that just broke within the last couple of hours, the new look Pac-12 completed its contracts with its media partners. They had signed a limited contract to put football and basketball with CBS. Then they added a second-tier contract with the CW network, and now they've added a third one with the USA network. So they're going to be all over the dial. The issue is they're only going to get three marquee football games on the CBS network. They're going to wind up with a total of 12 football games on the second relationship network, CW, and 22 football games in all on USA. But they've got all the bases covered. And of course, basketball will be part of the component. But you're going to have to dial search to see who is where and when they're playing. But the Pac-12, they got 3 partners. Here's the disappointing aspect. They're not lined with the big boys. They're not on ESPN, and you're not on Fox. And in the fall, that's the calling card for those 2 TV networks is football. And the Pac-12 is not on any of them. So that, to me, kind of looks like small potatoes. The other thing, the sidebar, Mountain West Conference. They've lost all their TV partners. Whatever the Mountain West is next year with Wyoming and New Mexico and El Paso and these other guys coming in with the defection of everybody else, they might be on the Home Shopping Network. They might be on Cable Channel X.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell the games are going to be. I don't know what their TV rights fee is going to be. Mountain West really comes out of this devastated.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no TV networks of note they're going to be able to get their games on. So, John, pick a game, pick a topic. What do you want to talk about in college football?
Well, obviously, I'd love to see the Aztecs kind of win one. You know, we were all deflated after that, ambush in the islands, as you like to say.
That's a one-off.
Yeah, it's a one-off. So hopefully this all goes Aztec way. But, yeah, it's going to be bad weather, which I don't know if that's going to be to the Aztecs' advantage or not. We're going to find out, but this is must-see TV for San Diego sports fans. But I just want to say this, is that I know Hoosier fans right now that are now Sooner fans. Hoosier fans wants Alabama to lose, to kind of clear some space, I think, between 2 and 3, so they can have their magical season. But these are all great matchups. And by the way, that Pac-12 with the USA Network, I like that. It's better than what we were looking at in the Mountain West. We were always on, what was that, CBS Sportsnet or Sportsline? And sometimes you had to watch on the Mountain West Network. This is going to be better to see it on USA.
Yeah. And a poor Mountain West. You talk about getting left behind.
Oh, totally.
What channel is the Home Shoppers Network on?
You have to bust out your rabbit ears and put some tinfoil on it to get the signal.
Okay, it's college football. Feel free. Jump on board. We go from that. We're talking